Hi everyone, welcome to Provisual Tutorials. In this video, I'll show you how you can place and showcase your design using Provisual and 3D mockups. I'll also explain why this is an important and, very often, an overlooked part of selling your design to a client. The process I'm going to show will help you save a lot of time. And as you know, time is the most critical asset not only for you, but also for business owners. So, say goodbye to the never-ending revisions and instead spend your free time exploring the 3D mockups and uplifting your presentations. In this video, I'm going to use a pre-designed packaging brand, which includes a brand logo, color palettes, and various shapes. Time to open a 3D mockup in Provisual to showcase your design in action, to give your client a real idea of how their branding will look on the apparel, packaging, transport, devices, and on many other interesting objects. Let's see how you can implement your creative ideas with 3D mockups. Let's navigate to the 3D Models section and select an object for our tutorial. The library contains a vast variety of high-quality 3D mockups, and it gets updated weekly. In this tutorial, we will learn how to customize the 3D mockup of 2 square boxes. I think this one is what we need. Let's create a new project. On the left side of the window that has just opened, you can see the panel with scenes. Here you can create new variations of the 3D mockup, each with different design, materials, and environment settings. You will be able to add the new ones and delete the ones you don't need. Below, in the scene elements, we see the structure of the 3D model, where all separate elements are grouped into the folders. On the right side of the screen, you can see the design layers, where you can add your design and work with each design layer separately. Below, you can find the panel with the setup of the material you select. At the bottom of the viewing window, there is a toolbar which you can use to perform quick actions with the 3D model, some of which we will cover in this tutorial. To see more useful features and possibilities of Provisual, you can go to the Tutorials panel by clicking on the corresponding icon at the lowermost toolbar. This is how our 3D mockup of 2 boxes looks like. I think it's lively and super realistic. Let's add our design to the closed box. To add the design, click on the Add Design button on the Design Layers panel. You can also download a UV map and create your design in another editor. Now let's add my branding to the mockup. In this window, we see the editor, where we can move and modify our design. Here on the left, the position of our design on the 3D model is always displayed in real time. In Provisual, it's super easy and user-friendly. Let's save our first design. I like the result. Now let's add the design to the opened box. Let's select it in the scene elements. Clicking again on the Add Design button at the Design Layers panel. The design we prepared fits the box perfectly. Looks cool, let's save our design. Finally, let's add a design to the dust jacket. Let's do it. Our design looks perfect on the 3D mockups. Now let's edit the material of the dust jacket, so it no longer looks pale and bland. On the Design panel, select the background layer to set up the dust jacket. Let's make it active. Next, we change the color. You can either select or customize the color using the color palette, or enter the color code manually, like this. Now I'm going to add a bright color for the book inside the dust jacket. Just make a double click on the model. Great. Next, let's pick the opened box and select the background layer. Let's change the color of the lower box. I think it will look good in pink. Yes, this is it. Next, let's work with the closed box and select the background layer. I'm going to change the color as well. This one should be orange. Great. Already at this stage, you can show your work to the client. Looks stylish. Now I will show you how to change the settings of the design's material. Let's start with the closed box. Selecting it. Selecting the design layer 2 to activate it. Then I'm pressing on the Material tab to open the huge Provisual materials gallery. I like this extra chrome material. Let's use it. In the material settings, as well as in the box settings, we can edit the properties of the material of our design. This multitude of various settings will help you easily bring your ideas to life. You can also add volume to your design with the wonderful bevel feature. Amazing result. I think the client will be happy. Let's change the settings of the design's material of the open box. We also need to select the design layer to make it active. But this time, I will select a different material for our design. For example, this one, chrome. In the material settings, we will finalize it until we are completely happy with it. Great. Now we need a background. We have lots of pre-made background options in Provisual. We can choose a solid fill as the background, or we can go for a gradient fill. Here we can select the colors and also set the direction of the fill, linear or radial. You can also pick one of the pre-designed backgrounds that we've prepared for you. Or add your own image. Let's add one. On top of that, in Provisual, you can turn on moving lights to see how the light enhances the shape and texture of the 3D model. Rotate the 3D model to see how the design looks in motion. You save your clients money by using Provisual. You achieve this as you visually demonstrate how your design and client's product will look in real life before even printing it, posting it on social media or other online platforms. Thanks to Provisual, you provide your client with a visual representation of your design and confidence in the decisions made. One more reason I like working with Provisual is that I can quickly suggest the diversity of the design options or additional materials for a brand, and then sell them to the client. Saving the project. After you've completed your design, you can share it with everyone by clicking the Share button. You'll get a shareable link to open the interactive viewer with your 3D model. Share it with colleagues, friends, or clients. And that's the end of our tutorial on creating 2boxes design. We hope this has been helpful for you. See you in the upcoming tutorials.